So welcome back to YouTube. It is way too warm to be doing intros in the van, so I thought I'd come out in the garden and soak up some of this beautiful sunshine we've been having just recently. So this week we've got a combi swap for you. Now when the customer called me and said they got a combi boiler, yes it was on a vertical flue, I can get round that, okay. Not my favourite job in the world. However, when we went to survey it, the gas was a mile off, absolute mile off. And the water pressure was really good. Now this house could probably run 2 showers, so we want to get a 36 kilowatt boiler in there. So we've got to somehow get a new gas run to this boiler. It's probably one of the biggest gas runs I've got to do, and we've got to go out, across, up, in, through, down. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, let's see how we get round it. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, as always, drop them in the comments. I will get round to answering you back. And yeah, let's take a look at this week's work. So this is the boiler that's coming out. It's a Vokera Unite HE. I'm going to put the magma cleanse on. We ain't looking too bad, to be fair. I mean, it would be a straight swap. It's a vertical flue. I mean, that PRV is dodgy, ain't it? Bloody hell, Flexi Friday. But the gas is all in 15 mil. It's a 30 kilowatt boiler, you could tell me that's the right pressures, but I'm going to put a brand new gas running. Today's job, clean out the system and get the gas running ready for tomorrow when we rip this one out and put Baxi 836 in. So if you need to know about the quality of this install. Yeah, no benchmark. No benchmark. That screams to me builder special, because they had an extension on the other side of here, which we've got to go through. Yeah, I reckon the builder's slung that in. What do you think? Right, so Magdalene all set up. She's got a bottle of MC3 in there. Just going to bleed these off. I did want to get MC5 again, but it comes down and stuff. And I need the MC3, so I'm going to be using that. Get these bled off. Heating's already on. Just waiting for the boiler to kick in. Yeah, we do the clean while we're doing the gas one. Try and multitask a little bit. Right, while the clean's going around, let's make a start on the gas one. So you can see the meter over there, the line that I've drew. So we're going outside. I'll put some spacer clips on because it'll make it easier to core hole. So it's all going to be in 28. I've marked around the pipe, so I'll just put the pipe in the clip. Marked around it, and I'm just going to drill through there. Did think about going up and over that way, but all the electrics in there, gas pipe would be too close to the electric, so this is just the easiest and best route to get out there. So I'll core through there. I'm just going to leave the gas pipe somewhere over here ready for tomorrow to connect up. So yeah, I've got a brand new core bit, so hopefully it should fly through. Right, so gas pipe is in, cored out now. I'll show you where we're going down the side. Yeah, that's where we're coming out, and I'm thinking the apex of the roof, that'll be our guide. Come down, straight back in. So out and then back in. Let's get into that second one. So in line with the apex, we off you go. Yep. Sorry guys, I really wanted to film this, but yeah, but there's a plaster in the kitchen, so we've had to do this as quick as we can. So the easiest way we did this was, so that pipe with the elbow on at the top, you just solder the elbow up this end, then stick it through the wall, then join up this end here. But yeah, we're out of the garage and back into loft 1. I'll show you upstairs, show you what we've got to do. So loft 2 is over there. Loft 1, we'll call this one. We've come through. Look at that, right there. Nearly hit that wire. So we're going to bring it across. You know what I call it, lots of ladders. Yeah, you're meeting a piece of wood, hold on. The ladders are going to go across there, are they? And for that one, yeah, we've got to get round to there basically. So over, round, I think, you know what, I think we'll have to track it back across that wall and across. Oh, not to worry, we'll sort something out. But at least we're up outside, into here, round this loft and into that loft. So, pipe's coming out there, all the way across now. I'll try to show you the best I can. It's very hard to film up in the loft, but it comes across here, across there, all clipped, all through and into loft 2. So I've soldered the elbow up there. I'm just connecting up over here now. I'm going to put a clip in the wall. Yeah, and that should be from outside to inside, through one loft, round to the other. Yeah, we measured the ladders to the end of there, moved the pipe, and that is through now. It's loft 2, so we are done up here, apart from filling that and getting all the mess out. So loft 2, that's where the old flue is off the vokera. We brought the gas through now. I'm just leaving it there. And then tomorrow we'll fish out the old boiler. We can connect it wherever we want. I think I'm gonna have to, yeah. I actually what I'm doing yet, to be honest with you. I really ain't. But I have just noticed the old vokera is a mile off the wall. I'll show you in a minute. I think I'm gonna have to get a set of 45. So I thought it'd be straight up, but it ain't. The vokera's like massively off the wall. So that's all done for now. I am just balancing on a door. Oh, I just love working lofts. I mean, this one's beautiful and clear, but still ain't nice when you ain't got nothing to walk on. Right, mag clean's out the way. Boilers will be ready tomorrow with the vertical flue. All we've got to do now is get this on overnight. And I've done the mag clean out. Don't really get much out of the system, to be honest with you. That's what you want now. You want a nice clean system to start with, don't you? But always worth running some cleaner around. So yeah, let's get this top back up, get this working overnight. Can you hear that glugging on the boiler? Means the expansion vessel's flat, but hey ho, it's coming out tomorrow anyway. So we're just going to get this up and running overnight, and yeah, the gas is somewhere there now, so we can bring that down. I think I'm going to have to go and get a set of 45s, very far that is off the wall. I might check actually on the boiler, see what I need, but yeah, let's get this filled up and get on to day 2. Right, so back on day 2. You can see I've just ripped out the old PCB. The amount of times them flaps have smacked down and hit me in the head when I'm taking the boiler off. Just cut them out now. Just got the boiler on drain down. Got the electrics disconnected. Then we're going to tackle that flue. So I've got a set of 45s. It should make up the offset between the difference between this flue and the old flue. So yeah, let's get it drained down, get this one ripped out, and have a look at doing the flue first. Flue and gas, them are the two that I want to get done first. So there was a flue clamp there. I've took it off. From all looks of it, the vokera hooks on at the back, just them 2 points, so it just lift off. You will need to know this because you'll be ripping a few of these out. Crap boilers. Absolutely crap. So yeah, that's disconnected. I'm going to go up in the loft now because there's a clamp up there just to get the flue out. Alright, whole flue all out. It just clamps, pull apart. Happy days. Gas is there. My mate's going to go up on the loft now and just pull that out. Oops. Let's put this on sort just in case we need it. I don't think we need that. I think we're putting a new bracket on anyway, but yeah. Let's get this out. Right, 2 sets of cats, 1 ladder, no flue. It's because the flue's the other end of the house, but there's no access from the other side because it's like on a pitched roof. Just like the front there, but all the way across the back. So the easiest way to get to it is this way. So yeah, my mate Chris, he's like Spider-Man. He's going to go up with 1 cat, put it up there, then use the other cat to do the other side, then get up there and do the flue. Now, if you're new to the channel, I don't do vertical flues. I can't do heights. Don't know what it is. When I get up there, I'll go all giddy and I'll do it at a very big push, but I do not do vertical flues. I have to get my mate in to come and help me. So if he's not available, I don't do the job. Simple as that. There's plenty more jobs out there, so yeah, I'll let him go up there. He loves it though, especially today. Look at the weather. He'll be up there sunbathing. I'll be like, what are you doing up there, Chris? You're like, oh mate, this flue just while going. Mate, he's going to be up there, top off, suntan lotion on. There he goes, on the cats. With another cat the other side. The flue is right in line with that window. Rather him than me. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, man. Anybody does vertical flues on your own, absolute monsters, tell you. I couldn't do this at all. Oh, I'm pretty sure if I disconnect all them, which I have, although I haven't tested the gas yet, I've just isolated it there. I'm sure that'll just, yeah, that'll come off now. That's disconnected. Yep, condensate's off, so I reckon now I should be able to, yeah, I can lift the boiler off the wall. Sorted. Alright, old one off. Get the new one on. Swell boiler out the way, got the template on, laser level there, and that is just lined up with the old flue hole, just so we know where we're going through. New flue's through. So I'm just going to test the 45 now on the boiler, just to see if there's the right gap. If going straight out, it should do. It should do, we'll measure it though. So bracket's all on, gas pipe, that needs to be a 70mm offset. It actually tells you on the template, 70mm offset on that. That's obviously going to push up into position, rest in there, because stem clips have a tendency to fail and just pipe goes down. But that is ready now for the boiler to be hung. Let's get the boiler on. Right, gas pipe is all in. Just reduced it down there to the boiler. Flue, look at that. Straight in. I didn't need a 45. Don't know. I don't know what's going on with measurements, but that's all in there. That is that's probably the most solid glue I've ever put in with them brackets. My God, it ain't going anywhere. So yeah, put the insulation back. Give that joint a clean up. I mean, there's no point putting that insulation back, isn't there? Bloody hell. There's nothing there. Yeah, get out this loft. I've had enough. That's why I film much in the loft, because I've just had enough now. Basically, put the flue down, put the flue up, measure the gap in between, and add 80mm, because that's 40mm. And that socket's 40mm. There you go. That's how you do the flue when it's straight. Easy peasy. Now the flue's all done, hard bit done. We moved on to piping up. And the first thing I like to do is get the water back on. So, butterfly valve on the cold, connect up your hot, just in case I've got mixer tabs. Put your isolation valve in, get the water back on, and the spice cup of tea. Happy days. Filters all in position, ready. Shock arrestor's going there. Large scale reducer. Yeah. Now, the reason I'm having to solder here is because I've left my bends at home. Other than that, I would have put a set on that, but I left my bender, so I'm going to have to sweat in 245s. The press just wouldn't fit, so yeah, soldering gear's coming out. So that one's going to go straight into there, flow, straight into there, PRV, down, across and down, and condensate. It's going to be nipped off there, cut back, and straight into there. Should be pretty straightforward. The electrics, got plenty on that, so yeah, should be a nice straightforward easy pipe up. I've put better clips in, because those are just these rubbish ones that was on, so I'll get rid of them, and just put some black clips on just to make it nice and supported. I might put that one back on down there actually, because that one don't line up there. I could put it above I suppose, but it'll be right. No one's going to yank on it, so let's get that sweated in, get that one in. Then once we've replaced all the rad valves, we can fill up. I just wanted to push out the hot. It exploded. Wow. It just went everywhere. There's some serious pressure. I know I don't look quite much, but then I've got 3 hours on. Downstairs it is rocky now. Just gonna give that a clean up. And this is everything's piping up. There you go. Balls are in. I could have put this lower, couldn't I? Could have switched these around, but anyhow, here's what it is. I've just put the MC1 in. Yes, that does fit, don't you worry. I think they designed it so the length of that you can still get the 80mm clean in. So yeah, condensate comes down, back clipped onto the existing. That's about it. So we're just going to go around now and fill up. Right, so I'm just doing the commissioning now. See, we've got it on high, and the pressure is stabilised about 18. Oh, there you go. Just got to put the plate on there, 80 cleaners in. That's it, that's near enough all done. I've just done low readings. Yeah, happy days, but see that thing went 17. Watch it, is it 18? I'll check it in the meter, see what we've got. That's the pressure we got at the meter. 19. Watch it in a minute. It does drop right the way down. 18.6, that's about 1.5 millibar difference. There you go. Right, here we put it all back together. Just got to that stick off because it's supposed to look a bit dirty. There we go. Yeah, Baxi 836, correct gas pressures, 80 filter, most scale reducer, shock arrestor. Happy days, just a standard, bog standard boiler install. There you go, job done.